We are recording. Yeah, I'm genuinely ashamed that I have a Stanley Cup.
I'm so sorry.
I'm
I would never.
ashamed. But the color.
The color is vibe. The color is that Kelly Green is killing it. I've always been a fan. It's super cute. It looks great on everyone. I get it.
I saw the color and I was
There
like, I
you
need her. I need her. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Workplace
go.
Comedy, the podcast where we hash out what happens on the daily grind. I'm one of your hosts. My name is Sam Everett Baker, and I'm here with
Miss Michelle O. I'm still big red. I don't know. That just popped in.
I was just thinking the other day that I want to watch Bring It On again. I haven't done it. Did you see the Mean Girls movie?
No, I have zero interest. It's an
Do you know
insult
what
to
didn't need to be made?
it just, and the fact that they just, okay. I don't like when they touch movies I love. I have a really hard time with that. Like
Mean Girls is a perfect movie.
it really was, and it was perfectly cast. Everybody was at their prime. Everyone was believable in their roles. They were those girls. They were those bitches, and I just ate it up. I don't know what this is. I don't know what it is, and it's like Tina. Like,
Can she stop?
can
Can she
you
stop?
stop, ma'am? I feel like you've done what you needed to do. You don't keep juicing this lemon.
Find another lemon, Liz.
Just do that.
I remember when the musical first came out on Broadway and I listened to the music and I was so excited because I was like, I want to play Damien. And then I like heard the music and then I heard Damien's songs and I was like, no, I don't want to play Damien.
They killed it.
Yeah. And then they made a movie out of it.
It's like, why would I want to see the same movie all over again with songs?
Not great music.
Like, it's so dumb. It makes me angry.
Now, the same lyricist from Legally Blonde the musical did the lyrics for this Mean Girls thing.
Mm-hmm.
At least the Broadway one. Haven't done any research on the movie. Now, Legally Blonde the musical. Did you see the MTV back in the day with when they were casting who will play Elle, and that's how we met Laura Bell Bundy.
No, ma'am.
So you can find it on YouTube. It's literally it's like Legally Blonde the musical live on MTV. And MTV did a reality show competition where they were finding the next Elle Woods. And this person, and you had to be a triple threat, singer, dancer, actor. And it was a competition show. And at the end, you got the part. And Laura Bell Bundy got the part. And then at the very end, grand finale, it was the whole musical.
That's pretty cool.
So you could watch the whole, I don't know if they live televised. Cool. Yeah, but they televised it. And it exists on YouTube, probably illegally, but like it's on YouTube. You can watch it. Legally Blonde the musical. It is a little too long, but it's way better than the movie, in my opinion.
Whoa.
I mean, the songs. It is. You haven't done it.
Whoa.
You haven't done it. You haven't done it.
Slow down.
It hasn't been done by you.
Just curve a little fast.
It hasn't been done by you.
A little fast and loose.
You need to.
Those are big words now. I will watch because that is that Miss Elle Woods she did what she needed to do in that movie. Just the first one. I don't know what the hell they were thinking about those damn sequels, but I know what
they were thinking, but it wasn't here, it wasn't there.
No, it wasn't. Those were trash.
To say that is the movie that I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted Legally Blonde the musical, the movie. I'm telling you, you need to watch Legally Blonde the musical, and it's on YouTube. Annalee Ashford is in it. I love her. I specifically flew to New York City to watch her in Sweeney Todd.
Wow.
Josh Groban, you were not the reason I was there. Annalee Ashford was.
Period. Take that, Josh Groban.
Sorry, and I like you. I think you're very talented. I think you're very attractive. You were not it for me. Annalee Ashford.
Okay.
And it was funny because my aunt, I took my aunt and she knew who Josh Groban was. My grandma was a huge Josh Groban fan. And so my aunt knew who Josh Groban was.
Right.
And then we're watching it, and I didn't really tell her anything about Annalie Ashford, and she, like, leans over to me in the middle of the show, and she just goes, "I really like her, she's good." And I'm like, "Ding, ding, ding," 'cause in my mind, I'm like, "She's why we're actually here."
She is the reason for the season.
I dragged you here specifically for her. Anyway,
But
she's
she
with
loved
Lenny.
it. That's great too. That's a
Yeah.
cool moment. It's like your whole plan worked, and then she was like, "Who is she?"
She literally leans over and she's
She
like,
got
"I really
something.
like her." Yeah,
That's
and I was
so
just like,
sweet.
because she's the star.
Yes, she. I
Uh,
like her.
and that production is gonna tour, and I didn't like the production. I hate dance. I don't hate dance, but like I hate dance, if that makes any sense.
Wait, you don't. Wait, what don't you like
Here's the
about
thing.
dance?
I retract. I don't hate dance at all. I hate movement.
What do you
And this
mean?
production does a lot of movement.
Oh, okay, I got you. Just
Give me dance, don't give me movement. Let's talk about Kite Baby.
So this is the first I've heard of this company, but it's called Kite Baby.
I've also
Okay.
never heard of it.
Yeah. So they're under scrutiny for denying a mom's remote work request while newborn was in the NICU. CEO walks back. Terrible decision. Okay. So the CEO of Texas-based baby clothing company, okay, so that's what they do, called Kite Baby, has issued 2 apologies after denying a remote work request by an employee whose baby was admitted into the neonatal intensive care unit. In late December, Kite Baby worker Melissa Hughes and her partner adopted a baby boy who had been born after only 22 weeks of gestation, who was barely over a pound at birth, and had various health concerns. But when she requested to work remotely while staying with her baby in the NICU, the company fired her, according to a TikTok posted Wednesday by a woman who says she is Hughes' sister. So she adopts a child. The baby is born incredibly prematurely. That is
How
so
22
scary.
weeks, how many months is that's
It's a little over 4 months.
oh shit. That's half.
That's crazy.
That's
Well, 5.
half.
It's like 5. But it's like there's
Still half in
no
my eyes.
that's crazy. Yeah, no, it's literally half because it's a 10-month situation. They lie saying it's 9. But
Mhm.
yeah, it's like how terrifying. Like the fact that this woman was even trying to was in active conversation and communication with her job enough to just say hey, this is happening. It's taking some turns. I'm not even trying to quit. Not even trying to just leave, just up
Not
and
trying,
leave.
but not even trying to get
I don't even
more
want
leave to
no.
not be at work.
I just want to ask, can I just work home so I can be with my baby who's barely a pound while they fight for their damn life? The consideration this woman showed to this
Mhm.
job is insane to me. And
Mhm.
so the CEO sees all this, they're getting all this backlash. There's all this talk now because, it was on TikTok, it went viral. Everyone's talking about it. And then she offers this apology. Now, I watched both apology videos. The first one, this woman is giving Ron Burgundy reading off the teleprompter, honey. It is terrifying. Just we regret what we did, giving nothing. It was just very canned. There was no thought, there was no feeling. And so people were
Yeah.
like, yeah, girl, that ain't no damn apology. And so she comes back again. And the way even when sorry, even when she starts it, she's like, yeah, okay, I'm doing this. And then she goes into the next this apology. Like, a lot of people called me out for being, for it being scripted and not, me really not caring or it not really being real well thought out. And you're right. I'm like, bitch, did you care at all? And the thing about it that got me, this is not even someone who just works for her. That's just like a name that she's never heard of, a person she's never seen. This is someone she worked with every day. She's like, and I love seeing her in the office every day that I'm there. So this is someone, she's not just like this out of touch person who just runs this business and she employs hundreds of people and it's just a name out of a hat and she can't put a face to it. Like she knows this person
She
personally.
knows who this is. Yeah.
So that was crazy to me. And it's like,
Also, I expected the CEO to be a man.
No, you would, and she has children. She has children because she's like, and as a mother, I do understand. I said, what the fuck happened?
I
Where
don't think
were
you understand.
because she's like, one thing she said, and it's something that we keep talking about almost every week now. It's like she was like, the she sees her there, every time she's in the office, and it's a job that she did not think could be done from home because it never had been. So you would rather it not be done at all than to trust the person who's been doing the job beautifully by your own admission for years. So you'd rather have just no one there than to give her a chance to be with her child who is literally fighting for its life right now.
You would rather source talent,
Right in the middle of
resume,
yeah.
interview,
Mhm.
interview, interview, another interview, over and over again.
Right.
Then train someone who's absolutely qualified, but you still have to train someone.
You do because way you do things is different than anyone else.
And that takes as long as it takes, rather than just like, you know what? Maybe, I mean, that's what, probably a 5-month process, maybe a 6-month process. You could probably do it
Easily.
in 2, but like realistically, that person's not going to be fully up to speed for 5 or 6 months.
True.
And like, that's probably enough time for this person to figure out what's got to be done.
Absolutely.
One of those things where like, okay, I guess maybe you want to get ahead of it and you're like, maybe this person's gonna quit anyway. So like, but they're but this person literally has said, can I try to do this remotely? And like the amount of good work that they've done for you and the amount of loyalty they've already had for you
Yeah.
doesn't allow them any grace for like a
Mm-mm.
trial period.
Right. Right. Because in the end, what the CEO ended up saying in the video was like, we're going to go ahead and we're going to pay you. Because I guess when the woman, Melissa Hughes, I believe her name was, I guess when she proposed the idea, she gave her a set amount of time that she would do it. So it's like, can I work from home for the next 3 months until we can figure out what's going on, till the baby is past the first hump, whatever. She gave her a set amount of time because at the end of the second apology video, she's like, we're going to pay you for the amount of time that you proposed that you would be able to do this. So she gave you a set time. She gave you, give me 3 months, give me 4 months until I can figure out how to, what's going to happen and I can be there if anything does happen. She gave you a set amount of time. She came at you straight. It was well thought out. She's obviously very competent. What is your
Mhm.
problem? So now nobody's doing the job. You're still going to pay this woman. And, so
And
you're
then
going
you
to,
fired her. Like, why couldn't you just give her the leave? You can afford it.
you can. So now it's like,
You just
she's
told me
like,
that.
because you can afford to pay two people now. Because who's going to do the job? She's not coming in. She ain't doing
Mm.
it. They're like, even if you don't work, we're going to give you the money, and you're
And
going to
fire
have your
you.
benefits now. So she's going to get the pay. She's going to get the benefits, even if she decides not to come back. And it's like, you could have just been a decent human being and just gave this woman what she needed to take care of her family.
Literally no leave, just working remotely.
Yep, just chilling. Just need to be able to do it while I'm in the hospital with my child.
My child, who it literally is half developed.
Uh-huh. Yes.
Maternity leave. I don't really know that much about maternity leave because that's not something that I
Mm-hmm.
want, right?
Right. Right.
I know in California, like paternity leave is a thing.
Mm-hmm.
I know someone who just took some paternity leave and like everything seems great.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think there should be maternity and paternity leave.
Yeah.
I think there should be paternity and paternity leave. I think there should be maternity and maternity leave. I
Absolutely.
think there should be non-binary and non-binary. I don't know, non-binary, ditty, non. Uh, I think if you're welcoming a new life into the world, I think you should be allowed
A
some time to
moment
do that.
to sit
Mhm.
down. Yeah, like I know at where I work, someone took like a year
Mm-hmm.
And this was like not like someone doing the kind of work I'm doing. Like this was like a higher up, like just peace. I'm gonna go bond with my baby. And it's like came back, all good.
Yeah.
Living the good like it's just it y'all are and then for y'all to be a baby company. What
Those
the
baby clothes for babies.
hell? What? And then you're like, man, fuck
You're
that
called
kid.
Kite Baby.
Kite, fuck those kids is what you should call it.
Baby. They just really don't care in Texas. And all these
Texas.
companies are moving there.
Mm,
Um,
I like it.
honey, will you stand there 5 min to help with audition, get paid $20?
Maybe.
Hi, or hey, I'm an actor in Los Angeles, and I cannot find someone to help me with this tiny audition. BC, all my friends are working are working or far away. The audition is for a prison guard who finds a shiv on an inmate, and I literally just need someone to stand there that I find the shiv on. We'll take 5 to 10 min tops, and I just need to pat the outside of your thighs as I'm checking your pockets where I find the shiv. I'm willing to pay to get this one done because my agent especially wants me to do it to get in front of the casting director. If you're cool with it, if you're cool and it works out, I can hire you again in the future. And if you are another actor, I might be able to hook you up with my agent if you don't suck. LOL. Please just send a picture so I know that you bathe. LOL. Since I will be letting you into my home and patting you down. Thanks.
Oh man.
That's
That
funny.
isn't it?
I can relate to this
Right. That's
person.
what I was about to say. I feel like we've all been there at some point.
I'll get out these auditions and it's like, you must have a reader. And it's like, I'm not going to have a reader. So what I do is I record myself, usually with a
Mm-hmm.
deeper voice or a higher voice, record myself, count, record, and then I tape myself over here and I
Mm-hmm.
tape and I count and then I tape and then and then I cut them together. And you
Nice.
hear my voice and slightly deeper my voice.
Hey, you figured
Because
it
I
out.
don't have time to get a reader. I don't have time to
No.
get a reader. I don't have time to find a reader. And I get it. Like, I understand these casting directors. I get it. I get it. I don't have it. Like, I just don't have it. I work overnight. I'll get an audition sometimes in the middle of the night that you need by 9 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
I have to rush home, do it.
Ain't
That's
time.
what I got for you. You're going to get a tape.
Right. I will be in it. I
You're
will
going to
say
get
the
most
words.
of the framing that you ask for,
Right.
most of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just, ugh. And then because some people will do like a cut up front, so it'll just be like your name, and
Mm-hmm.
it'll be you standing, it'll be you spinning, it'll be all of your angles, and you just film it, and then you
Right.
put it at the top of every audition, so they get every angle, they can see that
Right.
you blah blah blah, and it's like, and then you'll get casting directors who are like, I don't want to see that.
Don't show me that
I want to see
bullshit.
this, this, this. And it's like, that was done because I don't actually have time to do this every single time. Just like you
Mm-hmm.
don't have time to watch that 5 second clip. I don't have time. I don't have 20 minutes every audition. So I can relate to this person. What
Mm-hmm.
a hectic place to be.
Right.
Uh, I don't know that I would do this. I feel like I would need you to be more hinged in the email that you do. And I get it.
LOL.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would.
well, because this I already know what that agent, I already know what that phone call sounded like when they said we need you to do this ASAP and it needs to be good
Mm-hmm.
and you have to hit these marks because you need to get in front of this casting director. Like,
Right.
I understand the stakes and I understand them perfectly from what this email is. And like, I don't know that I'm gonna reply online. But if I were just like in a coffee bean and someone were to come up and be like, hey, can you do this thing? I would do it.
Right.
I'm not going to your house, but like
I'm
I'll
not
do it
going to your
here at
house
the
for
coffee
sure.
bean.
Yep,
I'll
we'll
do it
go
here at
to
the
the
coffee bean.
quietest corner of the coffee bean, and
We
this
could
will
go in
be
the
it.
bathroom. Probably not the bathroom. We're
No,
gonna
that's
go to that corner. We're gonna do it outside. We're gonna do it
right,
outside.
right.
We're gonna do
That
it
one
outside.
right there. Nobody's there. We'll do it
Um.
right there.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not doing this.
I hope they got it.
I hope you got it too.
And then you think about it, and it's like all of that for probably 10 seconds
Yep.
in a something.
Yep.
Maybe there's a line.
There might not even be a line, Sam.
And you go through hell to do it. Because this person has to do this. They have to find the person. The video has to be perfect. Then you have to make your way downtown, walking fast. Your face is past, and you're not homebound. You're
No, you're
going to
not.
meet a casting director who's going to be annoyed as hell because they've already seen 50 people. And you're going to go in, and you're going to do that maybe 2 more times. I don't know why they have all this time to cast this one part.
With probably no dialogue.
No.
And it's okay. I'll get into this whole thing, but that's not what we're here to do. I'm gonna say it because I feel it. No, I hate it because it's like 9 times out of 10, all they're gonna do is have you do that damn action, and they're gonna have somebody else. They're gonna pull back. You're not gonna see your goddamn face, and then they're gonna like dub over. Hey, Sarge, I found the ship. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else's motherfucking voice. And it's so goddamn frustrating. It's like, give somebody their damn dream. Stop doing this shit.
Like, why do you have to? And why do you have to? Why are the hoops so? And like, I get it. Like, I also get it. I get it.
I love how bitter we are. Now casting. Do you suspect your partner is cheating? Do you suspect your partner is cheating on you and you want to test their loyalty? A major cable network is looking for Los Angeles women who have a nagging feeling that something isn't right in the relationship and need to know the truth once and for all. Loyalty tests will be catered to each circumstance. No pay. Oh, honey, you're not gonna pay me. You're just gonna put my whole goddamn relationship on blast as my shady fucking boyfriend, situationship person, gets the number of some busty bitch in the next room.
No pay.
While you think I'm at home sick and I'm just gonna be on TV fucking embarrassed as hell.
And
no pay.
No pay.
No.
No pay. So you have to come. We're gonna use
No
your
pay.
face, your likeness. We're gonna put your ex on blast too. And you have to do all of the time that there is, and that it is, and everyone's gonna know this about you. And then we're not gonna pay you.
Okay. So I have a long history with these cheating shows. Not that I've ever been on one, but I watched them like it was my job. So I don't know if you remember. I think it started in the very early 2000s, maybe late 90s. Cheaters.
I remember Cheaters.
It was a delight, right? I don't think they can make that show anymore because the way that they did that was so dangerous. That show was like the Wild Wild West.
Was it real?
Girl, yes, it was. Joey Greco, the original host of Cheaters, actually got stabbed during one of these Yes, he got stabbed. They got a new host, and then they brought Joey Greco back. This bitch came back to this job after he got stabbed. So they can't make that like that no more.
Kardashians who?
Seriously. This is giving like more like kind of how Catfish is, where you get that sense that it's real, but it's probably not. You know what I mean? Like it gives you that little bit of like.
I thought To Catch a Predator was not. I thought it was reenactment.
Baby, To Catch a Predator, they were out here catching those predators.
I thought that was reenactments. I didn't know that was real.
Shit is wild out here. Yeah. But so now they do it like a little bit differently, and I think they probably have to have everybody like on board from the top. Like I don't think like because Cheaters was a big like that was just people jumping out of the damn bushes and running up into the fucking Chili's with cameras, and you sitting there with your little fajita plate, and you just I don't know who she is. Oh man, I fucking love Cheaters. I think this is more of like hidden camera in the next room sort of thing, like where they were like, okay, you have to go to the show to do an interview, and so they would have you and your girlfriend are in the room, and then they have some cute little piece tip in, and she's like sitting there, and then the girlfriend's like, oh, I have to go to the bathroom, and then they film what happens when the person goes out. I feel like it's going to give more like that.
It's like that show, What Would You Do, or whatever it is.
Yeah, that's what John Quinones.
You love a host. You love a host. Don't know what BDSM is, but you love a host.
Don't know her, but like John Quinones has my full love and
Joey Greco, John Quinones having
But yeah, I feel like it's gonna give that vibe, and you're not gonna get me to do that with no pay.
No pay.
No,
Yeah,
no,
that's for people who just like want to be on TV.
this is messy.
I love watching The Real Housewives. Salt Lake City. Reality Von Tees? You
Mm,
don't follow this. Reality Von
mm-mm,
Tees
mm.
shook the world.
What?
And I give Monica no credit. Heather did this. We got this because of Heather, not because of
Mm-hmm,
Monica.
mm-hmm.
Monica didn't do anything. Thank you,
I buy
Heather.
it.
And someone is looking for a spectacular housewife who homeschools. I want to study women who are crushing it as homeschooling stay-at-home moms. If this is you, I will pay you $500 if you let me shadow you for a day. I just want to learn your systems and how you manage it all.
Mm-mm. I could email you and tell you that shit.
I like the initiative.
To stalk somebody in their home. What
Cause
are we
like
doing?
I'm not a stay-at-home mom, right?
Right.
Now, like it like honestly, my like honest to God dream job would probably just be a housewife, quite frankly. I just think it would be so nice. If I could do anything, I want to be a housewife. That's what I want to be.
That's amazing.
But like there are also just things that like in my nature, I'm like, oh, I could do that job. I
Mhm.
could do that job. The cleaning would be a struggle, but I could get through it because everything else I could do. I could do the
Right.
cooking, I can do the blah blah blah, I can do snack time, I could do all that.
Right.
Um Homeschooling I couldn't do. Bear in mind, I want to be a housewife, but I don't want any kids.
You don't want any children. I get that.
I don't want
That's
any
okay.
kids. So I really just want to be
Just,
sponsored.
there's nothing wrong with that. This is all allegedly. This person could just be like, I really just want to understand this life.
Yeah.
Would I do it? Hell no. Could I be that woman? No. And it's like, because I get it. I don't know
Yeah.
what you're doing. Like maybe
Well,
you just feel like you're smashing it, and I want to understand how this works.
and I'm just like, you don't have any like friends who do this too?
And it's like I'm sure with like social media as well. I'm sure there's
There's
so
a
many
there's a
people
TikTok
sharing.
account that you can follow.
You know that there is, and they're sharing. Like, here's what my day is like: homeschooling my 4
Mhm.
kids. I
Mhm.
stay at home mom. Like you already know,
Yeah,
it's there.
it's
Stop.
there.
I don't like it. It's funny too.
$500 if you let me shadow you for a day.
For a
I mean,
day,
$500 for a day.
that's not a bad rate. I mean, at least
I
we're
would
talking a
We can
little bit.
background check.
Little fingerprint
We can
moment.
background check.
Run those through. See what time it is.
Yeah, but
I'm
I
not.
guess if I'm letting you in my house and you're watching me, because it's also the homeschooling, my kids are there.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not just letting you in my house.
Hmm. I will send you a very detailed itinerary
Or we can
for
meet for
you.
coffee and I'll go over things and I'll give you my how to
Yeah,
that way.
there you go. Here's my lesson plan.
You
Here's
don't
our
need to come watch
routine.
it. Hmm.
It's boring,
You need to
you
come watch
know?
it.
It loses its luster in real life.
I mean, like just being a stay-at-home mom is a lot, and then like to homeschool on top of that.
Yeah, I was homeschooled.
You were homeschooled?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
No.
No. Oh.
No. I was homeschooled from 4th grade through the end of high school. It wasn't a vibe. Like you have to, especially when I was a kid, there weren't the networks that there are today to try to create community and like a peer group for the kids and all that kind of stuff. There
Mhm,
it was very new,
mhm,
very very new at the time, so it wasn't like that. But yeah, like if your your parents aren't involved, it kind of falls apart, and that's kind of what happened. So it's like once I got older, it's basically like having a tutor. So it worked better
mhm.
once I was able to kind of control the flow of it. But yeah, it does take a level of skill.
Yeah.
But we can go to the same coffee bean where we filmed that guy's tape. But we can go
Oh,
right there. There's a
I'm
quiet
over
corner.
here standing, getting my
It's
thighs
fine.
pat, and
Right.
you're over there
Just telling them like,
leading
listen,
your
so
master class.
we're up at 7 a.m. every morning. Okay, then we do a little light stretching for 15 minutes. After that, I'll give you the full rundown. 250, 15 minutes at coffee date.
$500. We can meet for a cup of coffee that you will also pay for.
All right.
Tell me about a new hire.
So we have a letter. And if you'd like to send us a letter about some nonsense that you witnessed or know about in your workplace, you can email us at workplacecomedy@gmail.com. The work is WERK. If you would like to be anonymous, but if you're loud and proud, honey, you want to say it from your chest, you can go ahead and DM Workplace Comedy on Instagram. You could DM Samurai. I am at the Michelle O on girl. Where am I? I'm the Michelle on Instagram and also on TikTok. And Sam is Sam Everett Baker also on Instagram. So get us your stories.
We made it up. We make it up. I forgot to say that last week. We make it up. It's all fake.
There you go.
None of this is real.
Period. Okay. So this letter is entitled, "My boss smashed the new hire and insanity ensued," honey. This grabs the attention. I worked at a small lunch spot in Santa Monica. It was an easygoing gig, except for my manager and her weird microaggressions. One time, she randomly announced, "A black girl walked up to me at a gas station last night. I was terrified. She just wanted to tell me I dropped my wallet, but black girls scare me." Me, stares and black girl. Like, girl. So you're black. She's black, and this woman is obviously.
What do you think this is? What is this to you?
What is your problem? She says, "I refuse to even address it or let it get under my skin." Good for her. Typically, I and everyone else ignored her. She would switch between pissing everyone off on purpose just to turn around and play nice. A few people quit and new hires were brought in. One of the new employees was OMG WTF hot. Like a 6'4" Paul Walker hot type. Woo, girl. Every girl that worked there and a few guys were caught up the second that man walked through the door. After talking to him a while, it became clear he was odd. Like body snatch, soul on Patrick Bateman odd. But he was a trust fund baby who had been made to take a job to learn work ethic. He would do cool stuff like rent out the bowling alley and invite everyone to hang out, handing out drinks like it was candy and picking up dinner checks for the whole staff. He easily won everyone over. I kept my distance respectfully. I was more of a do my job and go home kind of employee. I know that's right. The manager was on her best behavior with him. She was sugary sweet and sloppily flirting every second she got. It was sad and gross. She was always easy on him and he never really worked. He just stood around hanging out with the guys on shift, avoiding responsibility, and generally just being pretty, and he got away with it. A few weeks later, the ish hit the fan. It was his responsibility to order produce from the local vendor, which you guessed it, he didn't do.
Why would really quickly? He's forced to get a job so that he can learn work ethic, which what a cute thing that the rich people have to do.
All right.
And then you're just going to let this person in charge of the ordering?
Here we are with beloved salad recipes and not a leaf of lettuce or a berry to be found 2 hours before opening. My manager's boss went ballistic. The pretty boy wasn't on call that day. The boss's manager goes to the grocery store to get supplies and orders that the pretty boy be fired. My boss is in tears. She said, LOL.
It says it right there.
LOL. She calls him and fires him on the phone. I, being casually messy, kept walking by the office to hear bits of the convo. This didn't sound like a professional call, but more like a lover's quarrel I overheard. I overheard bits and it was like, we can talk about it at my place. I was horrified. These two were smashing and doing some off the books overtime. She essentially let her boy toy on the payroll until everything went to hell. Mess.
Mess.
So the day came when he had to pick up his last check. Like I said, he was weird, so everyone was afraid he was going to go postal on us. Me and my work bestie planned to escape to the walk-in freezer if it got scary.
Don't do that. People freeze to death in those things. I'm like, it's not as safe as you would hope.
I know, it's true. He comes in and he's a hurricane of fury. He started yelling at my boss that she should have defended him and backed him up. She's crying again and insists they talk privately. 30 minutes later, he emerges from the back, still fuming with all the self-control of a boy child that never had been told no before. I was avoiding him, girl. I was avoiding him, but he made a beeline to me. He corners me and says, "Hey, if you ever want to go out and have some fun, let me know." My boss comes out just in time to witness this. He turns his back to stare at her and she starts crying again. Safe to say they broke up. This was so unbelievable, but I will testify under oath that this is what happened. LOL.
Okay, but like, do we hit him up?
Do we say, "Hey, girl"?
Like, if he looks that
Hey.
good and he's just renting out bowling alleys.
I mean, one date, right? One day he didn't set it off at the job, right? He was angry. But don't we
I
all
would have
get
been
angry?
too. I would have been too.
Sam, don't we all get angry
This is
sometimes?
that pretty privilege. Here we are justifying this shit man behavior. Although his boss was also participating in shit behavior.
See, is she though?
Huh? Oh,
How
that's
messy.
sloppy.
That is so gross.
Sloppy
I've seen
bonkers.
something sort of like that. Not that blatant. I just like
Mhm.
I hate that kind of stuff where it's just like, girl, don't do that. You
Mm,
look so sad right now.
mhm. Pathetic, pathetic.
Yeah. This woman was like maybe close to her 40s. And this guy was like younger, obviously kind of like giving like first job kind of energy. And he would
Mhm.
just like flirt with her like at little meetings and stuff. I'm like, girl, this is sad. Bitch, I know you got divorced, but it ain't
Mhm.
this bad. Don't do
Mhm.
this. Not in front of
Mhm.
me. Like, no, this is mm-mm.
Have some dignity. Maintain
Right.
it. Maintain. I would have said, "Here's my phone number" on the spot,
Just produced it.
or I'll DM you.
You're messy. But her
But
boss
I
was like
wouldn't.
right there too.
That's why I would. That's probably why
Yeah.
there's nothing. Are
And
we
she
still
already
forgetting about TV
right.
producer lady whose hair I would have pulled her
Mhm.
hair.
Right.
I would have spat. What is it? I would have spat the gum out in her hair. I would have spat the gum out in
Mhm.
her hair. Whoops!
Mhm.
Oh my god! Accident. I couldn't date at my workplace. I never
Uh,
have.
I
I
don't
don't.
think
I don't think
I'm
I
trying to
could.
think. I'm like literally thinking really hard. I don't think I no, I haven't. I haven't. No.
You really had to go through that file of facts
Like,
memories, though.
wait, what is a date? What do
What
we
constitutes? Yeah, I don't think I could. It's just I don't
It's
know.
a mess. Just don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Like yeah. Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
I dated, well, not even dated this guy, right? And it wasn't like we worked at the same place, but we did the same thing, if that
Mhm.
makes any sense. And so I ran into him again, and it's like I don't ever want to do that again in my life. I would rather, I don't know. I don't know. I never want
Wait,
to see again.
but you did date?
It's like we had like a little, I don't know, kind of, sort of, not really. It was like a whole thing. It was like a mess. It was a
It just
nightmare.
wasn't a it wasn't
It
good.
wasn't a thing. Yeah.
We thought
And
it was
so
gonna be
like
a thing, we tried the thing, and it wasn't what
exactly.
we needed it to
Right.
be.
Right. And it was like it ended poorly. And then
Mhm.
like 3 or 4 months later, like we're doing the same thing. I'm like, I don't no. Don't talk to
Mhm.
me. Don't look at me.
This
Why
time.
are you here? I feel like you did this on purpose.
This sloppy boss. And then, yeah, the whole, like, dating down of it all or dating up of it all. I don't like, that's something no.
It's not even like he
Yeah.
did a bad job. Like, oh, you didn't get enough. Bitch, you didn't do shit.
You literally didn't put an order. It's one thing to, like, order incorrectly. It's another thing to just, like, not do it.
I don't have to.
Yeah.
Someone
Just
does
like,
that for me.
not
And
gonna
can
do
you
it.
imagine just going to work and not doing anything?
Yes.
The balls. I could
I can
never.
imagine. I can only imagine. Honey,
Mm,
we did it.
we did it. Any
Any
final
advice?
thoughts? Oh, any advice?
Yeah.
Hmm. Let's see. Girl, shoot your shot. Is he
Shoot your
crazy?
shot.
We'll find out. We'll see. But then, like, you don't want to be on like a spite date either.
That's wait.
You know?
I mean, if he paying,
Am I too proud?
if he's
Am I too proud?
paying, but
Like,
like, yeah, if he's paying, I like a cocktail. I like a chai Bressel. You know,
I mean, he is a trust fund baby, so it's like, where are we going?
I like a Bressel. I do.
I love a little slider moment.
Use a side of fries.
Mm-hmm.
Our scratch-made ranch.
Scratch, right?
Wingstop. Wingstop? They make their own ranch. Have you had the Wingstop? Have you?
Yes. It's
It's
been
so
a
good.
minute.
I can't even talk about it. It's so good. I'm thinking
Oh
about
my
it.
God.
Quick note:
Mm-hmm.
this coming weekend, Friday and Saturday, I worked on a film called Jane Austen's Period Drama. It's a short film. I was a casting associate. I didn't do a ton of stuff, and the script is fantastic. I haven't actually seen it yet, but it debuts at the Santa Barbara Film Festival. So
Oh
if
wow.
you are in the area of Santa Barbara or want to put yourself in the area of Santa Barbara, I don't have any information as far as website or tickets, but I know that there probably is a website and there definitely have to be tickets somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the Santa Barbara Film Festival, Jane Austen's period drama. It will be there this Friday, 9th and Saturday, February 10th. I think Friday it's at like 4-ish p.m. and Saturday it's at like 1-ish 30 p.m.
That's awesome.
If you want to
Congratulations.
go see it. Yeah, I don't know if it's a part of a block of films. I don't know. I know this film I think is probably around 10 minutes or something, so I would imagine it's a part of a block. But
Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah, but it's debuting there. So written and directed by Julia Axe and Steve Pinder, who are good friends of mine. If you saw the parody of it was the Ariana Grande song Seven
Mm-hmm.
Rings, and
Yep,
we did
that's
it
awesome.
yeah, a la Julie Andrews and The Sound of Music. It was a
Mm-hmm.
shot-for-shot recreation of her video, but Sound of Music style.
Right.
Julia starred in that. She wrote that alongside with partnership with Ashley Jewett and Steve. We filmed it in his house, and he helped direct it. And we did a couple of things. Anyway, they did this, and I got to help a little bit, but it's gonna be good. Any promotions from you, Michelle?
Any promotions, honey? She's laying down. She's taking a nap.
Promotion
Come,
of
come
lying.
watch it. Oh my God, wouldn't that be such a sorry? Like, wouldn't that be such a fun? Sorry. You know how they have like random what are they called? The little sexy accounts. I can't think what they're called.
Sexy accounts?
Yes, you know, like I don't know why the word is like escaping me. Where you could like OnlyFans, there we go. Wouldn't it be a great
Oh,
OnlyFans if you could just watch me nap?
people do that. Do you remember it when like I think it was like when Chromatica came out and
Mm-hmm.
which came out like in the heat of the George Floyd riots, like what bad timing, Lady Gaga. But she was like, I think collectively we
Today.
need to like meditate. And so she did like a meditate on like Instagram Live. And it's literally just like she's laying down.
Vibe. Queen.
People do that. There's TikToks and it's like lives and it's like watch me sleep.
I could do that.
At the Michelle O for her
Just
first sleep live stream. We
we
did
did it.
it.
Love y'all. Thank you for
Well,
listening.
we'll see you at work.
We'll see you at the water cooler
We'll
with
see you
our
at the water
Stanley
cooler.
cups.